Hey guys, Rory here from Your Golf Travel, day 3 of the Mallorca tour, and I'm excited to say I'm at Son Gual Golf Course. Really excited to see this course, heard great things about it. Arguably the best course on the island here in Mallorca, kind of head to head with Alcanada on that one. If it does live up to or even beat Alcanada, which I played on day 1 of the tour, I'll be really impressed because I absolutely love that golf course. So yeah, let's get stuck in. We've got 18 holes here, hopefully. Gorgeous day here in Mallorca, as usual. We're going to play stay with points. Going to go not quite off the back tees, not feeling so brave today. This course can stretch out to 7,200 yards. No thank you. So I'm going one position forward from there. Let's see how we get on. Post some comments down below. What do you reckon I'm going to score through the front 9? Let's go. So 18 points, 19, 20. I've been playing well this week. Whack some numbers down below. Scabby, necky, horrible thing. As usual with that shot for me, right up the middle. Right, safely in the middle of the first fairway. And I was just wondering, do you guys have a kind of rank, horrible strike that is dependable shot? Does that make sense? Basically, any time I catch it out the neck with the driver, or 9 times out of 10 at least, starts left, cuts back, and usually ends up banging in the middle of the fairway, obviously lose a load of distance. But in general, when I feel the ball coming out the neck, I don't really even have to look. I'm like, oh, that's safe, even though it's not the best strike. Let me know in the comment section down below, do you have a good, bad shot? Let us know. Right, 164 into the first. Got 7 iron, which should be a little bit long in the pin, but there is a backstop at the back of this green. There's a bunker short right, so I don't want to be messing with that. Oh, absolutely gorgeous day here in Mallorca. Feel the warmth coming off that sun already, and it's only 10:15 in the morning. Mid-November. Yes, please. Bit up the left, staying there as well, unfortunately not fading back. Whoa. Short game called upon on the first hole. Right, 60-degree wedge out. Green running away from me. Not sure how quick they are because I didn't get here on time to go on the putting green, but I just ran out to the bottom of the green as expected, as said, with the green running away from me. Kind of a bit of a bare lie. I did well to actually just land that kind of where I was aiming to. So happy with the strike on that shot. And kind of, you know, I'd like to have got it closer for a par putt on the first, but ultimately with the green running away from me like that, as I said, kind of where I expected to be in 3. Under borrowed, but I'll take a 5 on the first, not disastrous by any stretch of the imagination. What a first hole, by the way. Don't know about you guys, but I do love an elevated tee shot. That first hole was properly spectacular. Shot hole as well on the first, so 2-pointer to kick things off. 350-yard par 4 second. Fairway bunkers in range, so I do think I need to hit this one well. Try and find that fairway. Bit toey in left, but get down and it's okay. Oh yeah. Absolutely fine. 118 left in here at the second at Son Gual. Have to admit, the setting for this golf course, the mountains in the background, is absolutely spectacular. Quite quiet as well. You've got the airport nearby, so you've got the odd plane coming past, but it seems pretty peaceful out here so far. 118. Got a pitching wedge. Don't need all of it. This is more like a 130 club. I don't see myself getting my 56 there, so green, depending on the yardage. Oh! Okay, that's pitched long. I've hit that a little bit too hard. Just flown it, literally. If I pitch that there, that's going back down this slope, probably reasonably close. So, a bit careless there. Quite happy with the strike considering what my wedge game is usually like. So, mental downhill chip. Just kind of got to get this moving really. Just pop it forwards and then let gravity take over. Happy with the pace on that, but direction is questionable to say the least. No. Left to right putt, leaving it low. The story of my life. Bogey start here at Son Gual. Just missing greens by fractions and proving to be pretty difficult to get up and down with these slopey greens, or missing it in the wrong spot anyway, so must do better. Par 4 third, 330 yards, and I'm not sure what's going on up there if I hit driver, so I'm just going to hit 2 iron down there, hopefully find the fairway, and hopefully this is the right decision. Chunked it up the left, but safe as houses due to the strike. If I'd hit that properly on that line, that might have been in the bunker. Right, just been let through, so playing speed golf there on the third. Unfortunately, hit the iron right. Played quite a nice bunker shot, to be fair. It carried another yard or two. It would have been sneaky with that short-sided bunker shot. But double bogey, 4 over through 3. This isn't going to plan. Par 5 fourth, just over 500 yards here from the white tee. Although I'm on the black tee box, they put the tees back a little bit. So actually it's 550. I was about to say this is in range in 2, but at 550 I'm not so sure it is. Disappointing double there on the third. Instead of playing speed golf to try and get out of these guys' way. Oh, necky cut, that lovely necky cut in the middle that we were talking about. Awful shot, but an okay result. Right, safe 2-putt par there, and I think that hole kind of sums up one of the features of the course here so far at Son Gual. Is there's plenty of room from tee to green. Kind of gets a bit more narrow as you get towards the green, where things start to then pinch in a little bit, testing your approach play, which is, you know, I think the sign of a pretty good golf course. I get the impression Son Gual has been made to potentially host a European Tour event in the future. It's certainly got all the features you'd expect of a course like that. I'm absolutely loving it so far. Happy that I 2-putted for a par there. To be honest with you, with the tee shot low out of the neck, hook 4 iron, and then just a nice 3 shots in a row there, especially the par putt there. Raced the first one past a little bit. Kind of can get away with a few loose shots here at Son Gual, which I do like. I'm not sure I'm going to get away with a loose shot on this hole though. Gorgeous par 3 fifth. Ball carry, no joy short. Yeah, good shot required. Nothing to note actually so far is that obviously the greens have been treated with a bit of sand. I am here in low season, so this is obviously the time of the year when they're going to be working on the golf courses. A necessary evil, but very puttable so far. Even though they've been sanded, they haven't really affected the putting too much, as you can see with that cheeky little 6-footer I just hold. I have to say the tees are in absolutely immaculate condition. I almost feel bad that I'm about to take a divot out of this one. So if the greenkeepers here at Son Gual are watching, I'm sorry. Straight over it. Bit left now, but be a good shot. Come on. It's gone long. I took an 8-iron from 144 to the pin, thinking, yeah, good one of these will be back of the green. It was back of the green, but I've hit that so well it's pitched back edge and rolled into the bunker. Oh. Right, bit gutted to have ended up here. I thought I'd basically stiffed that shot. Flew it a lot further than I was expecting. So, common theme repeating itself. Green running severely away from me back towards the water. Got 60 degree out the bunker, just need to kind of pop it on the green and let gravity do its thing. And stop now. That's a really nice shot. That's to about 3 feet. So yeah, that's kind of where I half expected my tee shot to end up, to be honest with you. Flew that good 10 yards further than I expected. I need to get to grips with these new clubs, but I'll take that out of the bunker and hopefully get out of here with a par. Get in. Sandy save. I think that's my first par of the day, is it? Alright, I've actually come all the way up the left, only just missing the water, which surprises me because from the tee that ball looked just dead centre of the fairway. There is a bit of camber, so maybe it's rolled down a bit, but definitely surprising to be this far left. Deceptive tee shot, tricky one. So par 5, I've got a long way left in. Let's just check the GPS. 265 left in. I'm going to try and hammer a 3-wood up the right and just try and get as close to the green as possible, maybe in one of those front bunkers. See if I can get another sandy for a birdie this time. Alright, it's only the second shot I've ever hit with this 3-wood. Ball quite a long way above my feet. Let's see how we get on. Try and rip one up there, just short. As expected off that hanging light, it's gone a bit left, but I think that could be greenside bunker, maybe just short of it. Not a horrendous shot. One of the features I'm loving so far, before we get up to that shot and see where it's ended up, probably in that greenside bunker I would imagine, are the fairway bunkers. They're really dramatic. And just look at these, I'm guessing these ones are here to catch out people's second shots. But if you go wayward with your second shot and get in one of these, that's really going to halt your progress when going for the green in 3. And then up towards the green, the bunkers up there are equally as challenging. I found the one up the left just as expected, and as you can see when I spin around, the level of the green is way above the top of my head. So that green is a good 10 feet, I reckon, above the level of the ball here. So you've got 60 degree, just trying to lob one up there. There is a bit of a backstop, so it's not the most difficult bunker shot in the world, but yeah, finding too many of these is definitely going to make your round very challenging. Let's see if I can get up and down for a birdie. Bit too much, maybe. Oh, it's spinning back down the hill. Definitely got too much of that, but that backstop I was talking about might have just saved it. Let's get up and see. Oh dear. There we go, guys. Proof is in the pudding. Walking off with a bogey now, after optimistically wanting a birdie out of that bunker. Goes to show that if you do find too many of those bunkers, you definitely will get tested. So there's a little indication as to the variety on offer here at Son Gual. Some of these par 4s I've played so far have only been kind of 330 yards, 350 yards, really short, really manageable. And all of a sudden, you get to the 7th and it's, I mean, 430 meters off the white tees. So 480 yards uphill. It's playing like a 500-yard par 5. So decent bit of variety in terms of obviously the length of the holes, giving you some scoring opportunities, which I've wasted, needless to say, and also some real testing holes where, you know, really good driver, really good 2-iron, and am I in the bunker? Yeah, greenside bunker in 2, so beast of a par 4. There we go. To be honest with you, after the tee shot I hit, I hadn't looked at the scorecard to see how long the hole was. I was really shocked to have 220 plus uphill left in. Hit a good 2-iron. Wasn't surprised to find the bunker. I was kind of surprised to hit as nice a bunker shot as it did. Definitely surprised to be walking off with those 3 points. So one of the things I really like so far about Son Gual, if you look at the scorecard, there are 6 different tee positions here. So while you can stretch the course out to 7,200 yards off the backs, as I said, I'd be hugely surprised, especially with the quality in the course so far as well, but the length too, if they don't host the European Tour at the Mallorca Open in the future. Watch out for that one. You can then choose between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other sets of tees, depending on your ability, depending on how far you hit it, depending on your ego. And you can get the course all the way down to like 5,400 yards, which is obviously much more manageable, much more fun for higher handicappers, people who don't have as much club head speed as the guys who should be playing off those back tees. So yeah, not only is there variety of holes, variety of lengths of holes, variety of tees, it makes this course so accessible to such a different array of golfers. Speaking of variety, really cool looking par 4 hit on the 8th. Kind of tight in comparison with the other holes, so decent drive required. When I say tight, there's still plenty of room, but it's definitely tighter than the other holes so far. A bit more trouble on the right. I think we've reached the perimeter of the golf course, so if I get high right, I'm definitely in a spot of bother. Oh, that's high. It's fine, but that's a complete roof. Right, actually surprised to find my ball off the green there. Just counting up how many greens in reg I've hit through the first 8 holes. I think it's 1. Which goes to show the importance of proximity to the hole and approach play, because it's reflected in my score. Right, the rest of the week I've been hovering around level par, a couple over. Much worse off today because I'm just putting my short game under so much stress. Oh, which isn't really sustainable, is it? I'm not going to hole snaky little 10 footers like that for pars on a regular basis. So very happy to get out there with a par, add to the Stableford score, which is looking semi-respectable considering how bad the first few holes were. But yeah, again, unlike the rest of the week where I've been hitting irons straight down the pin in a lot of cases, but lots of greens in comparison to what I would usually hit, lots of greens in reg, I'm just not doing it today, and it's reflected in the score. Par 3 to finish the front 9, 173 yards. I get a shot on this hole, which is nice. Didn't get one on the last. I think I'm up to 14 points through 8, so not disastrous considering some of that stuff I was doing earlier. Can I hit the green? Get out here with 3 points. Oh, that's at it. Feeder club. Oh no! I'm hitting these new clubs, new Strixon ZX7 irons. They're a good club longer than my old ones. I'm gonna have to get used to that. 173 yards there to the pin with 7-iron. I've flown it onto the fringe at the back and into the bunker. That's more like a 6-iron yardage for me usually. So unexpectedly, I've actually just finished just shy of the bunker end. Now I've got a familiar conundrum to face, another chip down the green running away from me. Missing long here at Son Gual, which I've done quite a few times, doesn't seem to be the best idea. Right, that's really as good as I can play that shot coming from there. So again, we just see that challenge of missing long. There always seems to be a backstoppy slope on these greens. So you're chipping away from yourself down the slopes on the way back, and it's really tough. Right, this is 3 points to sign off on part 1 and the front 9. Right guys, that's all she wrote for the front 9. 16 points, I believe. I'll pop the score up on screen below if I've made a mistake. But yeah, what a golf course so far. Really excited to see the back 9. It's living up to the expectations I had of this place. If you enjoyed the front 9, make sure you tune in to part 2 and the back 9. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about Son Gual, make sure you jump into the comment section as well. Ask me anything you want. Of course, you can always email me at raymondo@yourgolftravel.com as well. Call the call centre if you don't want to speak to me, I won't be offended. And subscribe to the Your Golf Travel channel if you haven't already. Give video a thumbs up if you think the golf course looks as good as I do, and we'll see you on the back nine.